champion and men who have to fight for boxing. It's different guys, people. Wow. Anthony, Tyson Fury should have done the same, yes, but I don't know why Tyson Fury watch this show. Anthony go to ring, do good work, good job, yes. Hey, listen.
Absolutely no chance. I think he's going to get smashed to pieces.
Jake Paul just suffered a knockout in sparring, and Oleksandr Usyk did not hold back his thoughts. Usyk made it clear that Anthony Joshua is operating on a completely different level, and that Jake Paul is nowhere near a true boxer. With a performance like this, December is shaping up to be a very long and difficult night for Paul.
Last fight, it's great, because Anthony is Olympic champion, Francis Ngannou, it's second fight for boxing. Listen.
Jake Paul's comments may sound like a warning, but the reality inside the sparring ring shows something entirely different. After taking a serious beating from Usyk, it's obvious that confidence alone won't save him. The gap in skill, timing, and experience is becoming more visible, and December's fight looks far more one-sided than he believes.
I'm genuinely sorry. Like, I want to apologize in advance because I know the emotional turmoil you're going to go through. You're going to go into hiding. That's who you are. You love to go and hide, and so that's what's going to happen.
Carl Frampton's analysis makes it clear that Anthony Joshua belongs in a completely different class. Watching Jake Paul train, it's obvious he struggles even under basic pressure. Every punch shakes him, and there's no composure or stability. Joshua's power and experience will overwhelm him, and Paul's lack of real boxing fundamentals means this matchup will be one-sided. From the opening bell, fans are about to witness what it truly means to face.
Why do you think it doesn't harm AJ?
I don't think it does harm.
Why?
Because I just think he goes in, if it's a real fight, he'd go and blow him away and around. That's the end.
What if he doesn't do him in a round? Is that?
David Benavidez reminds everyone exactly why Anthony Joshua dominates the division. Jake Paul lacks the experience and basic fundamentals needed to survive in a genuine heavyweight contest. Watching him spar, the mistakes are obvious and costly. Joshua's accuracy and timing will punish every error, giving Paul no chance to adjust. This fight isn't about hype, it's about skill, power, and execution. And everything points to Joshua taking full control.
Joshua is Anthony Joshua. You know, he's multiple-time champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know what I mean? The last time somebody stepped in the ring with him that didn't have that much boxing experience was Ngannou, and you've seen what happened to him.
Gareth A. Davies gives a necessary reality check. Jake Paul has zero real experience at heavyweight, and it's clear even during controlled sparring. Joshua's size, power, speed, and athleticism are overwhelming for someone so inexperienced. Anyone thinking this is a competitive fight is fooling themselves. Joshua will dominate every exchange while Paul desperately tries to defend. This is a proven heavyweight against someone completely unprepared for that level.
I completely agree with Ben. I mean, that's the biggest issue with the fights. You know, let's be fair. Jake Paul is an area level fighter, British area level fighter. That's where he's at as a cruiserweight. He's stepping in against a very big heavyweight who's a massive puncher. Just go back to the second fight with Oleksandr Usyk. Look how great Oleksandr Usyk has become. And you go back and look at some of the highlights of Joshua's attacks on Usyk and gave him a really hard time.
Derek Chisora points out what everyone watching already knows. Jake Paul's sparring clips show that he is out of his depth and easily shaken. Anthony Joshua will not ease up, and Paul has no realistic way to handle that kind of pressure. This fight is not a show, it's a rude awakening. Joshua will land clean, powerful shots while Paul struggles to survive, proving once again that skill and experience.
Easy fight for him, and I think this should be laid to rest because I don't think AJ's gonna go in and try and pat. AJ's gonna smoke him.
Logan Paul sums up the physical and technical difference perfectly. Jake Paul is facing a man built to dominate heavyweights. Watching Jake struggle even in simple drills makes the mismatch obvious. Every punch Joshua throws will come with power and precision Jake cannot handle. This fight will showcase true heavyweight skill, leaving no question about who the real threat is in December.
Anthony Joshua's 6'6".
Okay.
My brother's 6 foot. This is a guy who is already perfect. Like, if you could sculpt like a perfect gladiator human being, it's Anthony Joshua.
Duke McKenzie explains it clearly. Jake Paul may look flashy online, but in the ring he's fragile. His sparring shows a lack of composure and a lack of real heavyweight skill. Anthony Joshua will control every moment of the fight with his experience and strength, leaving Paul helpless. There's no debate over the favorite here. Joshua is expected to win with ease, and remind everyone that hype can never replace true.
He said, you know what, I need to get my fighter a couple of easy ones, just to get his confidence back, so he can bring him back to the fore, bring him back to everybody's imagination. Everybody sees him knocking somebody out, looking good doing it. So this guy's made for Anthony Joshua. It'll be another Ngannou early night for Joshua, where he gets a little bit of confidence.
Tim Jones highlights the obvious danger Jake Paul is facing. Watching his sparring makes it clear he lacks timing, defense, and proper reactions. Joshua's power is sharp and devastating. Every exchange will expose Paul's weaknesses, and mistakes will cost him instantly. Fans should expect Joshua to dominate from start to finish. This isn't entertainment, this is boxing reality. One clean punch.
Listen, we can all joke, but nobody wants any permanent damage to happen to Jake Paul. But if Anthony Joshua hits Jake Paul with the right hand he hit Francis Ngannou with, he could brown bread him.
Paul says what every boxing fan already sees. Jake Paul has never faced a true heavyweight knockout artist like Anthony Joshua. His sparring struggles and weak fundamentals tell the story. Joshua's precision and power will shut down Paul's confidence immediately. Any belief of a competitive fight disappears the moment the first punch lands. This is not about YouTube fame, it's real heavyweight boxing. And Paul is stepping into a world he's not.
The Joshua thing is crazy.
Is that a real conversation?
Jake's a fucking lunatic, and it's probably real. I saw Joshua knock out Francis Ngannou, and the guy was like out cold for 5 minutes. And this is a guy who had never been knocked down, let alone knocked out.
If he steps in the ring with him, and actually a bell rings and there are punches thrown, every bit of Jake Paul is not a real boxer conversation is gone forever.
Tiny Jeff makes it clear that Joshua is the complete fighter. Jake Paul's power is inconsistent and ineffective against a real heavyweight. Watching him spar shows his struggles with footwork, defense, and timing. Joshua's skill and experience create a massive mismatch. Every move Paul makes will be countered. Fans should expect a dominant performance that proves experience and technique always beat hype and raw energy.
Jake Paul is going to win this fight by knockout. You would think I'm absolutely crazy, right? But the thing is, it can happen. 10-ounce gloves, heavyweight, Jake Paul can punch hard. But do I think that's going to happen? Absolutely not, mate. Anthony Joshua is an absolute beast, an unbelievable, highly skilled, highly trained, highly experienced professional boxer with power in both hands, and he's really good at finishing.
God help Jake Paul, that's all I can say. We saw that what Anthony Joshua had done to Francis Ngannou. He went out there and iced him in a couple of rounds. A guy coming from a different discipline. Well, this kid's coming from another level, you know, white collar boxing in 2018, gone through the mill, and the only boxer really that he's actually boxed, a legitimate boxer he got beat by, and that was in Tommy Fury.